More famous by now. I don't know what I was thinking. I couldn't get anyone in high school to like me, but maybe globally. When I feel down about my career, my mom, she'll say to me, "You're an actor. Why don't you act like you're not depressed?" So I say, "Mom, you're a yoga teacher. Why don't you go fuck yourself?" I have to be careful telling too many jokes about my mom because she still has all the pictures from my high school production of Arabian Nights. She could get me canceled with one Instagram post. If I ever go too far, she'll just type, "You'll always be my little Alibaba." There's a lot of pictures of me on Facebook from problematic high school productions, and I know I should delete them, but I want everyone to know I was the lead. Junior year of high school, I got cast as the lead in Little Shop of Horrors, the musical. Yeah, as a junior. And I remember I walked out on opening night and I almost broke character because there in the third row were my divorced parents sitting next to each other. There was my father, his eyes red with tears, and my mom with this big bouquet of daffodils because she remembered my dad is allergic. I know not all of you can relate to my divorce jokes, but you will someday. I think it's important because I did a family show once in New York. And after the show, this little kid ran up to me. He was there with his mom, and he was shy, but he was like, "My parents are divorced, and you're really funny." And that's why I do stand-up comedy, to meet single moms. I know. Some guys like being called daddy in the bedroom. I prefer son. The divorce definitely fucked me up. But my dad's Italian. So he'd always tell me, "Son, remember, la familia è tutto. Family is everything. Ma la tua madre è una puttana." Now, I still don't know what that second part means, but it has such a nice ring to it. I think a lot of my dad's behavior makes more sense if you know that he's also hot. I know that sounds weird for me to say, but it's, fuck you, I have to deal with it. People meet my father, they're like, "Your dad's really good looking." Like I owe them an explanation of some kind. I remember my dad once picked me up from middle school, and I mean once, and a rumor started around my grade that I must be adopted. And it really hurt because my dad started it. This is a true story. My dad once slept with my 8th grade arts and crafts teacher. And I was so mad, because those grades don't matter. And he felt bad. He was like, "How can I make it up to you?" I was like, "You can fuck." I still wanted Liza Minnelli to sit on my face. I fucked that up. It's supposed to be Lea Michele. But I think the truth is, it's Liza Minnelli. And sometimes guys will say to me, they're like, "Whoa, so you're straight? You did musical theater? You must have cleaned up with the ladies, because less competition." Let me tell you something. Women looked at me in high school like sushi at 7-Eleven. Even if they were in the mood, they don't trust it. If anything, high school was a nightmare because I go to all these theater parties where at the end of the night, we'd all be drinking, smoking. Suddenly, all the women and all the gay guys would just start making out with each other. And I'd be in the back like, whose dick do I have to suck to get some pussy? This is insane! So I didn't get any action in high school until my 6th musical theater sleepaway camp. It was in New York City, and this one night, I was in my dorm room with these 2 guys. Just wait. This one guy, we're going to call him Steve. That's not his real name, but Steve is kind of famous now. And the story is about to get very sexual, so I don't want to reveal who it actually is until he's more famous. Now, Steve was the only other straight guy left at this program. It was a very good conversion camp called NYU. So, setting the stage, it's me, straight guy Steve, and then this guy named Garrison. Now, Garrison was gay, and I mean that in the derogatory way. Garrison had actually come out of the closet before camp had started because he went to a Montessori school, where if you don't know, that's where all the kids are encouraged to try cocaine. So, it's me, straight guy Steve, gay Garrison. We're all on my bed discussing what went wrong with the movie adaptation of Rent. It was a mess, right? And then, out of nowhere, straight guy Steve starts unbuckling my cargo shorts. And I looked down, I was like, straight guy Steve? What are you doing down there? And he said, Gianmarco, I'm straight, but I can make you feel amazing. And I could see Garrison watching this whole thing unfold in the corner like, the last 2 straights at the same time! And it's not important what happened after that. But, okay, you want to know? He sucked my dick. And let me just say this. This I feel I've set you up for disappointment because I couldn't get it out. And let me tell you something. I mean, Steve was working, okay? I mean, it was clearly not his first blowjob, you know what I mean? Because he was using different techniques. He was using his hands. He was doing like regular, and then like the twisty, and then like rolling the snake, and mine climbing a rope, Spider-Man, step team. But I think he got so exasperated that without looking up, Steve just scooted over, started doing calling once a week. She is putting in the hard labor. Gold diggers are like illegal immigrants. Everyone gets mad at them, but they're not taking the jobs any of us want to do. It also happens to be that my dad's girlfriend is an illegal immigrant, but that's not important to the story. So, we got back to the room, and just in time, because they were prepping my dad for the surgery, and this is a major surgery. There's multiple doctors and nurses, and amidst all the computers and wires, I was barely able to give my dad's hand one last squeeze to remind him of the Venmo, and I could tell that my dad was very scared, because he said to me, "Son, would you do me a favor? Tell your mom I'm sorry." And when he said that, hand to God, my mom was calling my phone. And I was like, oh my God, Dad. You could tell her yourself. So he pretended to go into cardiac arrest, and they rolled him to the OR. I called my mom back. I told her what was happening. We placed our bets. And, you can do anything on DraftKings. It's incredible. And then a quintuple bypass, if you don't know, it can be like a 5 to 6 hour surgery. And if you've ever dealt with like something like this, it's kind of surreal because in the beginning it's very intense and very emotional. And then, frankly, it's kind of boring. So after it was all kind of like, okay, everything's on track. My sister, she kind of went and got breakfast, and I manned the fort. And then she came back, and I thought, she wasn't quite ready for it, but I decided to bring my dad's new girlfriend out to lunch. And I brought her to like a really nice steakhouse that my dad brought me when I was her age. And I told her, I said, get a filet mignon, get a lobster, it's on me. Thank God she just wanted butter noodles. And I'm being an asshole. She's very mature for her age. And she told me about her life. I told her what it was like to be alive during 9/11. And I even ordered some wine. I let her have a sip when the waiter wasn't watching, and she was like, bitter. And then I went to pay at the end of this meal. I turned my phone over. It had been face down, like I'm an idiot. But I turned it over, and I had 14 missed calls from my sister.